social media has increased over the past 20 years or so, but most recently it's been noticeable in the increase in usage in social media. So by consumers, and so fashion brands have been encouraged to allocate marketing expenses for their social media marketing efforts. So realizing that they reach larger audiences and access instantaneous feedback as well as opinions from consumers about products, stores have adapted their marketing efforts through social media. Um, so for example, fashion brands invite fashion bloggers to the launch of their new collections and attempt to have them share those pictures or videos or information about their new products to consumers, and that generates faster feedback and eventually generating quicker trends and sales as well. So social media holds so much information for about the consumer to these brands, and so it's a communication channel that stores are now more commonly utilizing to meet their consumers' needs.
Back in the day, you would publish a blog post, and then I think most people would just, in order to get more traffic to their site, would comment on other blogs, and that was a long time ago. That was like the main way to kind of market yourself and get yourself out there, is just to read a lot of other blogs that are in the same area of interest, and then to comment on them, and people would naturally just kind of come back and learn who you are and respond to your comments. But now everything is a lot more instantaneous. So now it's like we have that instant voice and that instant reaction, and people can get on Twitter, or they can see behind the scenes parts of your life on Instagram. They can see what inspires you on Pinterest. And so it creates a lot more work, but it also allows me to attract new readers and just to have more accessibility between my readers and myself. Like, they see things that they wouldn't see on my blog because I'm not posting as frequently, where I might be posting something on Twitter every day, or they can see anything that's on my wish list on Pinterest. So there's like a lot less privacy and a lot more accessibility. And so hopefully that allows them to relate to me better. When the brands do participate in the conversation, because I feel like it shows that they care what the consumers and what their followers are saying, and if they interact, then it makes you feel more connected to the brand.
Yes.
So sometimes what I like to do when I buy something new is I will take a picture of it, and I like to post it on Instagram because I follow a lot of the brands that I buy their products. So what I like to do is I tag them, or I include like a hashtag that's similar to the product, and I really like when they comment back or they like the photo. That's happened a couple of times. One time in particular was from a blogger who also has a Etsy store, and what she does is she makes things by hand, and I purchased a dress that she was selling on her Etsy page, and I hashtagged it and also included a tag with her profile, and she liked it back, and she included a little like emoji heart. And then from there, a lot of her followers also started like looking at my stuff because they would like the photos. So I feel like it's a good way to just kind of get involved with the brands and then see, based on the hashtags, who else has posted something similar. And from there, kind of just leads to like a chain effect of discovering different brands and different people who are also into the same stuff that I am.
Yeah, I I've noticed lately for social media specifically, I would say for Instagram. So I've noticed a lot of brands and a lot of bloggers and even fashion magazines are using like third-party apps in order to use their strong Instagram followings to drive sales, so that you can shop like mobile shopping. Like everything is moving more towards mobile. I've heard a lot of people say. So how can we make it more seamless for people to shop through mobiles, for people to have more, to just make it easier and safer on the technology side, where you see something in a specific app, but you can't always shop it, or you see something and you want something similar, and then sometimes the technology isn't there for you to find like a red ankle boot with zips, you know. So I feel like it's going to be moving more towards creating a seamless shopping experience as we spend all this time on our phones and on our tablets. So it's interesting to see the magazines using like to know it through reward style or shop style, like shop it, how it's called. So it's interesting to see all that, because that started out with bloggers started using that, and then you see celebrities using it, and then magazines using it. So it's interesting because usually it works the other way around, where the magazines will do something and then bloggers will do something. But now it's like, bloggers were the first in the digital space, and now magazines have to adapt and change, and kind of now they're doing some of the same things that bloggers are doing. So I think that's fascinating.
That's the only way I shop now. I don't really go to an outlet or the malls anymore. I don't have time for it anymore. So I just grab my phone or the computer and shop all the time. It's easier, it's faster, it's more accessible, and I find what I want. I don't have anybody pushing things to me that I don't want to buy. There's a new app. It's called Poshmark, and it's really easy to use. It's like a accessible, a lot of photos, and I just there all the time.